So on the work application problems, we have a rate for either the person or the machine or the pipe, whatever's doing the work. And the rate is based on 1, getting the job done, over how long it takes the person or the machine when they're working by themselves. Okay? And then you multiply that by how long they're going to work. And then, depending on how many people are working or pipes are, filling the pool or, the machines that are working, then you add those together, each of the work that they get done, and it's going to equal getting 1 job done. So this equals the work being done by a machine or a person. Okay. So it says the Weekly News magazine has a big story naming the person of the year, and the editor wants the magazine to be printed as soon as possible. She's asked the printer to run an extra printing press to get the printing done more quickly. Press number 1 takes 6 hours more than press number 2. So here's number 1, here's number 2, and we don't know how long it takes press number 2 to work. We'll just say R. It can get the job done in R hours. And you can use H, and so that makes a rate of 1 over R. But press 1 takes 6 hours more, so its rate's going to be 1 over R plus 6. Okay, when both presses are running, they can do the job in 4 hours. So 4 is going to be the time that they're going to each work. They're both going to work for 4 hours to get the job done. So we're going to add these two amounts to get 1 complete job. How long does it take for each press to print the job alone? Okay, so I'm going to write this a little bit more like an equation that we're used to seeing. Then I'm going to multiply by the LCD so I don't have the fractions. And then when I'm distributing, then I'm going to have here 4 times R, and then here I'm going to have 4 times R plus 6 equals, and then I'm going to distribute here. It's just going to be R times R plus 6. Okay, so now I just have a nice equation. I'm going to distribute 4R plus 4R plus 24 equals R squared plus 6R. Combining like terms on the left, I have 8R plus 24 equals R squared plus 6R. Now, if I get everything on one side, subtract the 8R, subtract the 24, I get 0 equals R squared minus 2R minus 24. Okay, that's a quadratic equation. I think it's going to factor. So I'm going to say R minus 12 times R plus 10. Now no, not 10. Maybe a 2. Okay, so negative 12 times 2, that's negative 24, and then you have a negative 12R and a 2R. So yeah, that's going to make negative 2R. Wait a minute. That doesn't work. 2 times 12 is 24. You know what? Those are the wrong numbers. I was just trying to go too fast. It's supposed to be 6 and 4, right? Okay. Let's try again. R minus 6 and R plus 4. Okay, now that multiplies to be negative 24. And I have a negative 6R and a 4R. Okay, I like that. Negative 2R. So sometimes we all make mistakes. Okay. So I have 0 equals R minus 6 times R plus 4. So you can use a zero product principle, and you're going to get R equals 6 or R equals negative 4. But we're finding the rate that the press number 2 can do the job in, or how many hours that it can do the job in. It won't be a negative number. Okay, so press 2, that's what R represented. Press number 2 can do the job in 6 hours all by itself. And press 1 can do the job. It takes 6 hours more, so it's going to be 12 hours for press number 1 to do it all by itself. Before I put a box around this, let me check and see if we're answering the question. How long does it take for each press to print the job alone? Yeah, okay. So it takes press 2 6 hours by itself. It takes press 1 12 hours by itself.